Hello, hi Michelle.
Hi.
Hi, welcome. Okay, you're from Essex, right?
Yes, I'm from the University of Essex.
Okay, all right. So I'm Joyoki. I'm from the alumni. I'll be the moderator for this session.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, so we will start at 4. That's okay?
Yeah, sure, that sounds good.
Yeah, okay. And then this session will be recorded, so we will upload it later on to the website.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
Yes.
Do we know how many students that we will be meeting today?
Actually, I'm not so sure.
Okay, it's all right,
Yeah.
no worries.
Yeah, it's all right because it'll be recorded so they can watch it anyway later on at their own time.
Okay, all right, thank you. Sounds great.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so you have about half an hour. Then if there are any questions, we have a Q&A session last 15 minutes before we wrap up.
Okay, all right, okay, sounds great then.
Okay. So we probably wait a bit more.
Yeah, sounds good. Then I'll just mute my mic and I'll turn off my video in the meantime then.
I'll enable screen share so you can try it out, see if you can share your screen.
Yeah, so let me just try. Right, so coming across well?
That's good. Yep.
Okay, great. So let me just,
Thank you.
no worries.
Okay, so we give it a couple more minutes and we'll start at 4 o'clock.
Okay, see you in a bit then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, shall we start?
Sure, sounds good. Right, so let me just share my screen and we can begin. Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Michelle and I am from the Essex Regional Office. So welcome to the Essex presentation. So a little bit of background about me is that I am also an Essex alumni. So before this, I was studying at Essex and I graduated in 2017. Now I'm working with Essex. So I graduated with the LLB degree, so basically the law degree. So in case any student who is interested in law or anything else like basically student life, social life at Essex, please feel free to reach out to me. So without further ado, I'm going to go straight into the presentation. So I'm going to just touch on who are we, who is Essex. So I have a list of rankings here that is important to Essex, and I'm just going to highlight a few. So firstly, we have been ranked the University of the Year by The Awards 2018. We're also top 30 in the UK, TGUG 2019. And also, I just want to bring you guys to the point of top 15 for 6th year running for overall student satisfaction. So the reason why I pointed out these rankings over everything else is because it clearly shows that Essex is a good quality, good ranking university, and our students are also very satisfied with their time with us, with their not only their academic experience, but also their student experience at Essex, right? So aside from the rankings, Essex are also known to be people with guts. So that's kind of like our motto. We are rebels with a cause. So we always encourage and we always instill that kind of value in students to always just ask how, to ask why, to always try to challenge the norm and the status quo. So that's what Essex tries to do. Right, so moving on from who are we, where are we located? So over here I have a slide on 3 of our campuses. So we have 3 different campuses and they're all really close to London. So we have over here, we have Colchester, which is the main campus, and that's where majority of the departments are going to be at. And South End, here we have is our, it's a mix of our business school. Our business school is so big that it has to be divided between Colchester and South End campus. And also our acting school, a little bit of them, they're in South End. And then we have Loughton here, which is completely our East 15 acting school, which has been ranked #1 in the UK in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So we have these 3 campuses, and as you can see per the slide, they're all really close to London. I'm just going to focus on Colchester since it's the main campus. It's just 45 minutes away by train. It's direct train, and also it's more of a university town, so it's a very friendly, secure environment. There's a lot of shopping facilities there, so it's actually quite fun for students to just hang around. But if they get a little bit bored or they want to just attend like an education fair, a job fair that's happening in London, it's a great way for them to commute straight to London that way. Right, and the same goes with South End. It's just 40 miles away from London, and it's just about an hour away by train. Loughton, it's directly in London itself, so it's just about 30 minutes to the central of London. Yeah, so that's in terms of where we are located. And despite us being so close to London, our cost of living is actually really affordable. And this is coming across from student, from like, you know, in terms of student, because like I live there and it's really affordable to, you know, to get the groceries, to get what you need, things like that. So it's a best of both worlds in kind of being close to the city, but also still having affordable lifestyle. So moving on from our location, I'm just going to show a picture of campus, and I have a few videos for, you know, just a tour around the campus. So Colchester campus, as you can see, it's a parkland campus. Everything is located right on campus, which makes it really easy for you to get around from your accommodation to your classes and stuff like that. So #1, you get to save on your travel costs, which for me was a big plus as a student. So in the census structure here, you can see that's the main building of campus, and that's where you're gonna have all of your classes. That's also where you can do your groceries. There's restaurants there, there's pubs there, and also that's where you have like things like your library and stuff. So it's really easy for you to get around. And the buildings all around it, these are the accommodation. So it's literally just a 5 minutes walk. So for me, I stayed here as a student, and I would just walk here and I'm already in campus like just 5 minutes. So it's really, really convenient to get around. And just to highlight the facilities that we have on our Colchester campus, I have a video here that I'm going to share, but let me just turn on my computer sound, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Asha, and welcome to the Colchester campus tour. We're starting off firstly here by the lakes. It is the nicest place on campus, and it's a great way to study and have a barbecue and chill with your friends. The campus is made up of 5 interlinking squares, and we're surrounded by all this incredible parkland, so let's get going. This is the Silbrad Student Centre. Let's go inside and check it out. Here you'll be able to come for student information, support, the finance desk, the IT desk, and some study spaces. And now we're in the Creative Studios, which is located at the back of the Silbrad Centre. Here's where you come for everything student media. Right next to the Silbrad Centre, you'll be able to find the Lakeside Theatre Cafe. Let's go inside. And now let's head down to the Lakeside Theatre. Welcome to the Albert Sloman Library. Here you'll find 6 floors of books, archives, and one of the only 4 paternoster lifts in the UK. So this is our Ivor Crew Lecture Hall. This is where you're going to be coming for your graduation ceremony once you finish your degree. So opposite Ivor Crew, we've got Waterstone. So if you're like books like me, you'll be in there all the time. Next door is Art Exchange, our art gallery, which shows some really cool exhibitions. Let's head on to Square 4. Here you'll be able to come to one of our 2 stores to go and grab some bits and bobs. We've got the post office, and there's a lot of places to eat around Square 4, so go and check that out, my favorite stop bar. And this is Square 3. Here you'll find the SE reception, great coffee in the kitchen, lots of places to eat, and below us is our nightclub Sub-Zero. So this is the Lecture Theatre building, also known as the LTB. You'll have quite a few lecturers in here, and it's also the home to the SE Zone Cinema. And this is our sports arena. Next door, we have a sports hall with a gym and a climbing wall. And behind these, you'll find our sports pitches and acres of green space. As you can see, we've got some interesting looking architecture all over campus. For example, our carbon neutral business school, our Wivenhoe House Hotel, and the STEM Centre. And that's the end of our tour now. Thank you so much for following me around campus, and I can't wait to see you soon.
Right, okay, so that's the end of the tour for the Colchester campus. Moving on, we have South End campus here, which I would say it's more of a city campus. So the reason why we placed our business school and a little bit of our acting programs in the South End campus, it's because it's a city and also it's closer to the beach, which is why we have logistics, supply chain management, those kind of business programs that are based here in South End. It will be very easy for them to start picking up on those practical skills that they need. And also obviously with our acting school, it's very easy for them to head on to London to, for castings and things like that. So that's why we have our South End campus here that is based in the city. So up next, I have another tour of the South End campus, and it's coming from the point of view of an acting student. This is the last video before I continue on with the presentation, so enjoy.
Student accommodation in Southend is right in the middle of everything. I can get to my classes in a few minutes, and being on the high street means that restaurants and supermarkets are right on my doorstep. Being so close to Clifftown Studios means it's easy to get in as much rehearsal time as possible. It's literally just a 10-minute walk from my room, and we're just minutes from the train station, which is perfect for castings and days out in London. The rooms are a good size and you can put your own stamp on it. With some home touches, it's easy to relax after a busy day in the studio. I feel really lucky to live right near the beach. On a sunny day, it's my favorite place to be. And a night out at the seaside is always great fun. Being in the town is convenient for my study, but I also get to fit in a bit of shopping here and there, especially on my way home after class. Uni Square has a common space where we can catch up with anyone we know living here. I've met lots of students that are studying all sorts from nursing to business studies, so you get to meet a real mix of people. During the week, we cook and eat together, which is great for trying foods from all around the world. I share my flat with 3 boys and 4 girls. We've all been having so much fun living together. I really think I've made friends for life.
Right, so that's the end of the South End campus tour, and the next one we have here is the Loughton campus, which is where our acting school is based on. So if you guys want to find out further information about our acting school, just let me know and I'll pass on the information then. So moving on, it's me touching on the teaching at Essex. So we have a few points here, and I'm just going to highlight a few. Firstly is that we have refined our curriculum to reflect relevance of discipline to the post-COVID world. So what that means is that we are all aware that COVID has brought a lot of changes to our lives, to the way that we carry out, our daily routine, things like that. So because of that, we have decided that we would want to refine our curriculum to reflect all of these changes so that our students, our graduates will be able to, adapt to the world that are, to the post-COVID world, basically, to the new normal, we would call it. So that's one of the things that we have decided to do. Another thing is that we have practical modules. All of our assessments will be COVID-proof. So what we call COVID-proof is basically means that it will be undisrupted, and this is because all of your modules will be assessed by some form of coursework. So it's going to be a variety of things. And the reason why we do that is obviously, number one, we want you to be as versatile as possible, but also so that you have undisrupted and continuous study at Essex. And our courses will also be taught in a way that blends face-to-face classes in smaller groups, so that obviously there's, proper social distancing and safety measures that are in place, but also with a range of online lectures and other learning activities. So these steps are basically the approach that we are going to be implementing at Essex beginning from this year onwards. And moving on from this is where I share further information about the dual mode approach, but it's basically the same as before, which is that it blends face-to-face classes with a range of online lecture, teaching, learning, and collaborative support. And the kind of things that you're going to be able to look at is that you will have webinars such as this, but also you will have physical, meaning, face-to-face lectures and tutorials and group projects, things like that. So hopefully there you'll be able to pick up the practical skills that you'll need in order to help with your post-graduation, basically. Yeah. So here I have some of our subjects that we offer at Essex. So it's a good list of subjects, I would say. So just to help out a little bit, basically we have three main branches at Essex, and it's social sciences, humanities, sciences, and health. So as you can see, we have like accounting, and we have the typical stuff of like business, marketing, economics, politics, and international science. These are the kinds of things that we offer at Essex, and we have really good ranks in it. So for example, our political and international relations department is top 50 in the world. The same goes with law. We're top 50 in the world as well. But our business school is also one of the top ones. So you have all these options that you can look at for our social sciences. For humanities, as you saw earlier, we have more of the creative stuff. So we have art history, we have acting, we have creative writing, drama. So if you guys are interested in stuff like that, just let us know. And also science and health. So science and health, we have nursing, we have psychology, we have occupational therapy, we even have stuff like sports and exercise science, sports therapy, and that's why we do have a good number of sports facilities on campus. It's to basically help out with these programs and their practical modules. Yeah, so those are just our subjects in one slide, just so that you have a feel of what Essex offers you. But moving on from the subjects that we offer, I also want to highlight on the more social aspect. So Essex, we do have a global community on campus. And as you can see in the picture, I would say I have more later where it shows about the Malaysian society on campus, the more Southeast Asian community on campus. So it's a good blend of communities, which helps with, exposing you to different cultural backgrounds and students from all over the world, basically. So here is our slide on clubs and societies. So under the section of student lifestyle, we have over 100 clubs and societies on campus. So these are just some of it. And I would say that, there's literally something for everybody there. So some of the stuff that we have are not even on there, are like cheese and wine, anime club, Harry Potter club, stuff like that. So those kind of stuff are really interesting, and I would say it's the best way for you to start making friends, especially if it's your first year on campus, first year in university in general. So these are some of the things that you can look forward to. For me personally, I was in volunteering, and I was also in the Malaysian society, but I also was in kickboxing. So these are just some of the stuff that you can look forward to in terms of extracurricular activities, right? And I also want to bring you to the Malaysian society that we have on campus for those Malaysian students who are interested to find out how strong, how sturdy the Malaysian society is at Essex. Here is just a picture of the Malaysian night at Essex. That happened earlier this year. Yes, no, sorry. Yeah, earlier this year. It was around January, something like that. So basically, Malaysian Night is where the Malaysian society throws a big, kind of like a party. So it's where, people all over campus, you can just attend the festival and basically find out more about the Malaysian culture, right? And also Malaysian food, stuff like that. Those are the kinds of things that we do during Malaysian night. So some of these are going to be your seniors if you guys are interested to join this year or next year. So this is definitely something that you can keep in mind if you would like to find out about Malaysian society. So our students are quite close-knit, and I would say it's a good support, especially when you're at a home away from home, right? And here I have a video, a really short one, on the student life at the University of Essex, and also showcasing how global our community is. So I hope you enjoy. Right, so that's the end of the video, and that's basically just showcasing a little bit of what we have on at Essex, basically. So here, basically, is a slide showcasing the accommodations that we have on campus. So as I mentioned earlier, they're all just directly on campus. It literally takes about 5 minutes walk to the center of campus where you can have your classes. So we have something for literally everyone. So all of them, they're at different budgets. They all have different facilities. So I would say we have a little bit for something for everyone. So if you would like to have further information, more detailed information about our accommodation, like in terms of the fees, things like that, just feel free to let me know. And also this is the website where you can just go and search and just find out more about our accommodations in detail. Right, and last but not least, I just want to go really quickly about our Essex approach to COVID-19 and what we are introducing and what we are maintaining at Essex. Obviously, I think that's something important to find out about. So firstly, the situation at Essex, we have maintained a safe home for over 1,500 students. I actually have a junior of mine that is actually still at Essex. And the reason why she hasn't chosen to come back to Malaysia is because she just feels safer to stay there without traveling, I would say. So different people have different reasons, but we have maintained a safe home for these students. And what we're doing is that we are obviously introducing really quickly a range of health and safety measures, which I'll go into detail later on. And also what we realize is also very important is mental health and well-being. So we have introduced a bunch of support to help with mental health and well-being, and basically ensuring that our students are healthy, not only just physically, but mentally as well. And another reason why we are very confident with our lockdown, with maintaining a safe home for our students, is because we have a campus parkland. So our campus parkland that you saw earlier allows us to easily undergo lockdown and maintain student safety effectively. Right? So that's the current situation at Essex, and this is the health measures, the health measures that we are introducing right now. So mask and face coverings will be compulsory when you are in a crowded place, when you're in class, things like that. Sanitizers and temperature check will also be made compulsory, and we also have a single occupancy for all elevators on campus. So obviously there will not be a crowding in elevators on campus. We also have an NHS clinic, which is basically the, I would say, the kind of, what is that called? National Health Service on campus. So the National Health Service clinic is also on campus. So it's very easy for you to get help in case that you need one. And also our airport pickup services is available as well. So we will be transporting students from the airport, like say, for example, if it's Heathrow or Gatwick, directly onto campus, right? And also one thing that I want to highlight is that we have this thing called report and support. So we know that with COVID-19, a lot of things have happened. And one of the things that have happened would be racism, which is kind of a taboo to talk about for some people. But at Essex, we are open about it. And say, for example, if there is something like that happening, like if it's racism or if it's bullying or anything of that sort, we are more than ready to help you and to support you through anything that anything that you're going through, basically. So these are the kind of support, the health supports that we are offering on campus. So the Essex intake for 2020, there's no changes to our start date. We are still starting in October, the first week of October as usual, which is generally later than most universities, as most universities normally start in September. So because we do start in October, we do have a number of students that feel a lot more confident because they are able to observe things better, things like that. So students are also allowed to arrive up to the third week of October for late enrollment. So we're basically being as flexible as we can. And if students are gonna be later than the third week of October, all they have to do is just let us know. So that's how we are planning to support our students throughout this year. So entry requirements and associated costs, the more technical bit. For entry requirements for all of our undergraduate program, it's generally A-levels BBB. Right, so it really depends on which course that you're looking into, but generally you need a BBB. right? And also, if you don't have the SPM or the IGCSE, then you do need an IELTS to satisfy our English language requirements. But if you do have the IGCSE, then that's fine, and we give it a 5-year shelf life basically. So if it's been more than 5 years since you've taken the IGCSE, then we would require you to take the IELTS instead. Right, so these are the tuition fees for undergraduate for 2020. So for 2021, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna change, it's gonna slightly increase. So for that reason, I would really suggest for you guys to check our website in order to find out for further information. And these are our information on scholarship, but for students that are directly coming to us from A-levels, unfortunately, we do not have a scholarship. But for those who are coming from, say, for example, you guys are looking for twinning and stuff like that, we do have scholarships for students that are coming via our twinning programs, right? And cost of living, accommodation starts from £105 per week, but the total estimated cost of living, which includes accommodation as well, just to highlight, accommodation, groceries, traveling, everything, shopping, is between £7,745 to £9,135, which I would say is really, really affordable. Even for me as a student, I didn't reach £9,000 myself. Last but not least, we have one video left, the last video left on how we are still Essex despite all the changes that have been introduced. So hope you enjoy this video.
The world is going through unprecedented disruption. We have all been affected by the global pandemic, and we have had to adapt to keep safe in these difficult times. We are rethinking how we teach, learn and collaborate so our students can continue with their Essex education, whatever the world throws at them. Because we are Essex. We are made of amazing people. People like you, and them, and them. We are determined, brave, and want to make the world a better place. We are made of laughter, hard work, and kindness. We are made of experiences and memories, creating our unique Essex family. And our spirit goes on. We carry on. So it really doesn't matter where in the world we all are right now. We are still Essex, and we will be together apart, and together here again someday soon, in this place we call home.
Right, so that's the end of the video, and this is the end of the presentation. So over here, I have our mobile number in case you would like to get in touch, and also our Instagram and our website, so and also email addresses. So feel free to reach out and ask any questions that you have about Essex. I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for that wonderful presentation. The last video was quite touching.
Yeah, a lot of people say that about the last video.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I don't think we have any questions now, but because this video will be uploaded and I think the students can view them, view the video, so they can probably approach you. You can perhaps share your last screen again, the one with your contact.
Okay, let me just put that up. Hold on. Yep, here you go.
Okay, so that's your contact number, right?
Yeah, so that's our contact number, and this is my email. This is just a general office email, but either way, you know, we'll always have someone to help out, whichever route that students choose to communicate to us to.
Okay. So for your contact number, do you prefer WhatsApp only? Or can they call as well?
They can definitely call as well. We're more than happy to help if they call.
Okay, all right, that's great. Okay. So if there are no questions, we can probably wrap up. I think when they watch the video, they probably have more questions for you.
Okay, no worries.
Kids these days are a bit shy.
That's fair. I mean, I was like that as a student. I'm just like, oh, I don't think I have any question. And then later on, I'll be like, wait, what about this though? What about that? Yeah.
Yeah, true. Okay, so I think the other option is to contact Vivian via MMS, and she can also assist them if they're interested in pursuing their education in the University of Essex.
Yeah, definitely. Like they can definitely reach out to MMS as well. MMS works with Essex, so that's totally fine as well. Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, I think we should wrap up. And thank you so much once again, Michelle, for that wonderful presentation. It was very informative and very interesting.
Thank you so much, and really thank you so much for this platform as well. It's really great to be able to work with Lodge. So yeah, if you guys need anything else from Essex, just feel free to let us know.
Okay, all right, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.